Hey, it's Shawn here with another one of our videos on how to get new customers now. In one of my recent videos, I talked about customer experience, the importance of customer experience, and specifically how you can improve your customer's experience. But I wanted to dive a little bit deeper today. Okay, so I was recently speaking to a family business group, and somebody asked the question, okay, I've got so many different customers that have different needs. How do I work through this exercise? The needs of my customers are in the hundreds. So I said, okay, well, think about it this way. Take your top customers, the customers that repeatedly come back, and break them into three categories or three groups, right? Customer A, customer B, and customer C. Now, you might find some of the distinctions between the groups are age, are experience. They might be based on needs. They might be based on where that customer lives, right? It could be a lot of different things, but try and break your customers into three groups. Describe your top three customers and explain them fully. How old are they, right? Whereabouts do they live might be relevant. What kind of business are they in? What are their needs from your business, from your products or services, right? When you define each of these three groups, then you can look at each group individually and identify what they need. Here's why this is important. I'm sure you would agree that having a chat module, and I referenced this in the example, having a chat module on your website, it works for some demographics, right? For younger generations of customers, they're happy with that chat bot, right? They're looking for a way to chat with somebody, right? So if somebody though was in their 80s, are they going to use a chat module? Maybe, but chances are they want to talk to somebody on the phone. So if you determine through your initial exercise that I'm going to get rid of all my phones, that's not going to work. You really have to take a look at the demographic of your customer, right? And the way I suggest you do it is describe three different groups of customers. And if you're saying, well, I don't know how to break them into three groups, just think about your ideal customers and describe them. Customer A, how old are they? Again, where do they live? What do they do for a living? What do they need from us, right? And do that for these three different groups. And then for each group, identify what are the needs of this group. How would they prefer to interact with us, with our company, with our people, right? How can technology support that interaction? Or can it? Maybe we need old school like telephones for it to be effective for a positive customer experience. But when you look at your customers and segment them in this way, break them into these three categories, you're able to cater to the individual needs of each category. And at the end of the day, what does that mean for you? Well, it might mean you have a little more going on. Right? You might say, well, I've got somebody on my chat that's on the website, but I've also got somebody on the phone. But at the end of the day, if those are the three groups you're serving and want to continue to serve, you need to cater to their needs. And the worst thing you can do is put a customer experience in place that makes sense to you because you're not your customer, right? The last point I'll make here is if you're struggling with, well, I don't know what the needs of each customer are, then identify your three groups and take one of those customers that you've met with, connected with, or that you know, and ask them. Contact them, say, hey, what are the kinds of interactions you'd like to see from our company? What can we do better? What can we change or improve here? Another strategy you can use is to ask your employees who interact with some of these different customer groups, hey, what do you think these different groups need from us? What would make this an exceptional customer experience? I hope you've enjoyed this, another one of our tips on how to get new customers. Now, remember, if you want to check us out, you can always visit us on the web, www.theuenetwork.com. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you there. Have a great week. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care.